Hey guys, so I am doing a YouTube channel Q&A. Today's list of questions are from YouTube itself, friends and Google. Now this video is influenced from a very good friend of mine who also has YouTube herself. I will be posting her links in the description below and you can all go and follow her and show her some love. The following questions are used from YouTube, Google and my friends. Question number 1. What's your biggest dream? My biggest dream is to become a zoologist, because I love helping animals and do all I can to help them. Number 2. What's your favourite colour? Now, although I'm dressed in black, and it is my favourite shade, because technically black isn't a colour, my favourite colour has to be red. Haha. What is your labels, i.e. goth, emo, dweeb, girly girl, etc.? I hate to break it to you, but I'm more of a goth and emo. What's your biggest fear? I'm not sure. Haven't came across that yet. Have you ever been to Disneyland, Paris or Florida? No, not yet. Would like to one day probably, and I'll probably do a YouTube video for it. How many theme parks have you been to? Been to what? A few? Salt and Show, if that counts as well. Have you always wanted to do YouTube? To be honest, yes, I have. But I have never had the the courage to do so before. What's your most used word? So that one's quite hard because I have a couple. But I think my most used words, my most frequent word has to be a duh. Just because, I don't know. Have you ever met someone famous? Technically yes, I've met a couple famous people. I mean, Victor and the Bully, I've met them. I've met Alice's Night Circus, and I've met a couple other singers. But they are steampunk singers, and who else have I met? Jack Bicknell, which is another singer. Would you like to be famous? Yes and no. Yes, because I'd get liked a tiny bit more, and no, because I don't want it to change who I am on the outside. I want it to want me to be the same person on the inside and outside. If you could change one thing that happened, what would it be? That's a hard question because that really depends on what happened and why it would need to be changed. I mean, if it was an argument, what would I change is the argument itself. I wouldn't even be involved. If you could live anywhere, where would it be? Probably, I don't know. That's a really hard question to answer. Do you know what? I'll probably come back to that one. If you could change anything in the world, what would it be and why? That is quite easy to answer. That I would change the war. I would make it so it's not happening anymore, because who needs a war when we already have the Great Depression? I'm sorry, but it has to be said. This world has gone downhill because of all depressions and stuff. If you could bring anyone back from the dead, or anything back from the dead, who would it be, or what would it be, and why? I would have to say I'd bring my good granddad back from the dead. Only because I miss him so much and he means the absolute world to me. If you could do anything right now, what would it be? Watch a horror movie, to be honest. What's your style of music? My style of music changes with mood. So in a good mood, it's kind of just upbeat and happy. On a really down mood, it's more screamo and DSBM, which is depression, suicide, black metal. I also listen to a lot of black metal. Do you believe in ghosts? Yes. And the reason I say yes, and I'm not lying, is because I have seen them in the past. Do you like scary movies? Yes, I love scary movies. Are you ticklish? That depends. Only one person knows my ticklish spots. And YouTube and Google has to say. What film have you ever started a rumour? Would Chinese whispers count? Because like in the past, I probably started 2 rumours, but that was like what we're speaking ages ago. Dresses or skirts? Gowns. So basically, I do like a skirt because you can dress them up properly. But if it was like a proper dress, it would be a floor-length gown. What film did you watch last? Simpsons movie. I have to find that hilariously funny. What is your favourite horror film? So, I'm not sure if it's technically classed as a horror film because it wasn't quite scary, but I found it quite funny. It's called Circus Kane. It's a quite good film, to be honest, but I forgot where I put the disc box, so I can't show you that. This film is not sponsored by anything, however, if you want to sponsor me, you can. Shorts or booty shorts? Neither. Just not on my body shape. Yes, I can wear shorts, but I prefer not to. That and the weather is just freezing. Why would you want to wear shorts in a freezing weather like this unless you're mad? Jeans or trackies? Jeans. Leggings or jeans? Leggings, because you can get quite a variety of leggings. Random facts about yourself. So, I'm a steampunker, and this is technically a fact. I can do something weird with my eyes. So I can roll them to the back of my head, and every time I go on a photo shoot, I get bombarded by people saying, do the eye roll, and I'm just there pay me to do the eye roll. Last question, life or death? So, that was quite a deep question. And I'd have to say death. Because life is too much of a bore and it's just not what it used to be. See, now you may get all the time where you may get all those people say life is so amazing, oh my gosh. Technically no, because what's so amazing about having all these different viruses like cancer, the coronavirus, is this getting out of hand? What is there to do? Yes, you can live, but then at the end of it, what is it that we become? Dust. We become dust for the new generation to walk over. Every 7 years, people die every day. I forgot what I was going to say about every 7 years. But yeah, basically the world has gone downhill, and we are now suffering the consequences of that world going downhill. Thank you for watching my YouTube video, and I wish you all the best.